Hey guys, it's Ashley. Welcome back to my channel. This video is dedicated to this week's Wax Collab Melting Challenge theme, which is red, pink, or white colored wax for Valentine's Day, which is tomorrow. So I grabbed a lot of one vendor. I have a lot of L3 in here. I have a lot of L3 wax. But I thought this is perfect because I have a ton of pink and red wax from Jen. So most of these is L3. I have a handful of other vendors in here. But let's get talking about what I am going to melt this week. I actually have to chop most of this up because I do have a lot that I have not melted before. But I'm going to chop that later after I, film this for you guys. So let's go ahead and get started here. I'm going to go ahead and dump these out and talk about them. Okay. I will say, if you know what the theme is, not for this week, but for the following week, a lot of items I have in here, a particular vendor, is what I'm going to be picking for that week too. Wink, wink. So anyways, first is L3, Strawberry Zucchini bread. And she has a 25% off customer appreciation Valentine's sale right now. And strawberry jam zucchini bread was on there, and your girl here went and ordered a loaf and a couple of other things I had no business buying, but I can't pass up a sale. This is quality. This is strawberry. Look at how beautiful that is. Strawberry zucchini bread. Jen's strawberry jam, which I'm pretty sure is this strawberry in here. I could be wrong, but it smells like other ones I've had of hers. This is so good. It's strawberry jam with that spiciness of the zucchini bread. I know I've read where people think her zucchini bread is creamy. To my nose, I get a little bit more spicy side of it, but it blends well with fruit, with other bakery items. I mean, zucchini bread is so damn good. I love it. It's the thing that got me into vendor wax. Is I smelled a vendor's zucchini bread and I thought, oh, this is great. And this, I'm so excited to chop this and melt this. I want to use it because I have the big guy, the loaf I just bought, coming. Do I have any other more loaves of L3? I don't. That's okay. Next is Destination Wax Red Pear. These notes are juicy, ripe red pear, richer than Bartlett pear and yellow pear. And this, I have not melted 90% of these things here. So I'm giving you my initial sniffs. And then next week when I do my video, it'll be performance and what I got from it. I really like doing the weekly videos. It really, so when I go back and I watch them, which I do, if I melt something then, and then I melt something 6-7 months from now, if I get the same thing from it, if I've learned to love it more or not like it as much, it's so interesting to me. Anyways, this just smells like pear to me. It's not as sweet as some other pears. I'm thinking like the Bartlett and the yellow pear. It's a rich, mature pear, if that makes sense. This is a nice one. I am anxious to see how that one works out. I have another Destination Wax here. Oh, strawberry seeds. I bought this. I'm hoarding this because I don't have any more than this little bar here. This is so good. Oh, this is like strawberry jam from L3. How you have that sweet strawberry, that unmistakable sweetness. Excuse me. That unmistakable sweetness. This is so good. It's sweet and zesty strawberry. And Rebecca, this is magnificent. I love this. I love this, love this. And I know I've seen people buy this in loaves. This might be on my loaf list for, April or May. I'll have to see how much wax I can melt through this next couple of months. This is magnificent, and I haven't even melted that baby yet. Next is we'll do Savannah Blue. I bought some Savannah Blue in a D-stash, and I got that last week. Savannah Blue is a new to me vendor. This will be the very first time I'm melting any of her wax. Let me think. I don't remember if I got Savannah Blue in a random act of kindness. I might have. I can't remember what scent it was, though. So, for lack of my memory, we'll say this is the first experience I have with Savannah Blue. I bought a couple scoopables of her pre-order that just closed this past week of the Perfect Christmas, because I don't talk about that scent very much, but it is my all-time favorite winter scent from Bath & Body Works that I have yet to find a really good true dupe for, so I'm giving Savannah's a try to see if it's it. I don't know. Anyways, this first one is apple candy kettle corn. And these notes are kettle corn, cotton candy, and Macintosh apple. This smells really good. This is, I want to say it's mixture of apple. Man, all three of these are just perfectly blended here because I'm getting all three in one whiff. The apple and the cotton candy are really, really sticking out to me. This is a nice one. This is almost like a circus scent, you know, like the carnival scents. I like this one. I'm going to have to mail him fairly soon. This next one is Unicorn Cotton Candy Taco. This is a little muffin. I don't even know how many pieces I'm supposed to get out of this little guy. Maybe 6 or 8. We'll see when I chop it. And it's got a little design on it. I think it's a swan. I'm not sure. I don't want to take it out because it's a little bit pieced up in there. This is cotton candy pizzelle, fried ice cream, whipped cream, and cherries. That's yummy. The cherry is dominant. And, I'm getting a bakery note, which is probably the pizzelle. And that cherry, that's a good one. I'm anxious to try out Savannah. The next I have, okay, the rest of the vendor is the same, L3. Let's see. Cookie crack. This is pink frosted animal cookie, sugar cookie dough, and whipped cream. And I will say, I have a ton of these 2-pack tarts. Jen had a try me pre-order last year when I was fairly new to her brand. And I bought a ton of these 2-packs. And I wish she would do one again in the future so I could try more scents that I haven't tried yet. And I like that she offered a lot of her baseline and her house blends for that pre-order last year. It gives new people and people who just want to smell that blend on its own a chance without having to buy an entire loaf of it or in a size that might be too much if you end up not liking it. So I really liked this opportunity to try these out like this in this size. Jen, if you're watching, really good job. This, to me, it's not crazy strong to my nose. It is, I want to say, I'm smelling the sugar cookie dough. I'm not getting a lot of the animal cookie. Maybe that will come out when it's warmed. Like I said, I haven't warmed these yet, so I'm not sure. That's my first experience with cookie crack also. Next is Horcrux Bum Bum, or Boom Boom. I say it's Boom Boom, really, if you look at how the company pronounces it. But Bum Bum, Boom Boom, it doesn't matter how you say it to me. This, and I'm not quite sure what's in Horcrux. I know that's one that is a Harry Potter blend, but I'm not sure. This, I love this pink. This, I'm smelling the Boom Boom. I have to look and see what's in Horcrux. Next week when I do my video of performance and such, I'll look up and see what notes these are so I can really let you know if those really speak to me when it's warmed. Next is Creme de Menthe Buttermint Cake Batter. This was in her mint sampler that was available not this past pre-order, but the one before. This is Buttermint Heavy and Creme de Menthe. This is mint to the max. Really good scent. I don't get much cake batter, but maybe he will come alive when it's warm. Next is, I got this in a D-stash, but I think it was something extra that the person put into the box. This is, he's been through the ringer, as you can see. And I grabbed this because I thought, man, I really have to, he's a year old. I really have to use this up. This is Caramelized Pralines, which I love. Cinnamon, peppermint cream, butter pecan shortbread. A lot going on in here. A lot of different complex scents. This, the caramelized praline, believe it or not, is dominant. I thought it would be the cinnamon because cinnamon is such a strong scent. This is, I smell the pecan shortbread and the caramelized pralines. Peppermint, not so much. We will see how that guy performs. Next is Predator. This was when she had her, Jen doesn't do a lot of chunks because it's so laborious and takes a lot to make these. But I did buy more than I should have when these were available last year. This Predator blend is leaves, Palo Santo, and pumpkin pecan waffles. Love all three of those. Never melted this one yet, and I don't know how these will blend together. But right off the bat, I'm getting leaves. Leaves is such a strong scent. I love leaves. And a little bit of the Palo Santo and maybe a touch of the pumpkin pecan. But strictly on cold, this is leaves heavy. Next is a little sample I got from her Try Me. This is Flannel Sheets. White, of course. Most of these have been pink so far. Oh, and this one, I know there's purple, but there's pink on the bottom. So I thought he counts too. This is a laundry blend. It's a little bit of a warmer laundry blend, if that makes sense. I will melt him next to my bed for nighttime. This is Pineapple Exotic Coconut. I have this going in the master bathroom right now. Exotic Coconut is such a good Bath & Body Works scent that they won't bring out of the vault, it seems like. Loved this. I hoarded that body care as long as I could, and then I used it up because it was going bad. Love Exotic Coconut. It's such a strong, sexy tropical coconut. Oh, I love it. And I'm so happy Jen has the oil. It's so good. So good. This, oh man, that's even worth just a loaf on its own. I like this. This is good mixed with Coppertone or Hawaiian Tropic or any of this sunscreen. Would probably even be good with chlorine or swimming pool or whatever her pool blend is. This is so good. Love that. Love that, love that. Handful more here. We have Cranberry Marmalade Rhubarb. This was from her Cranberry Marmalade sampler. This is a really good scent. It kind of reminds me of potpourri just because of that cranberry marmalade note I'm getting from this. But rhubarb is a very unique thing. So rhubarb is kind of similar. If you know, I mean, I know everybody knows what rhubarb is for the most part, but you got to sweeten it up because it's not something that we find palatable unless it's sweetened. So I know a lot of people mix it with strawberry just because strawberry complements a lot of other fruits in baking. Excuse me, I have a hair on my nose and I can't find it. But this, I'm anxious to melt that one. I love cranberry. Next is Spearmint, Vanilla Ice Cream, Birthday Cake, and Sugar Cookie Royale. And look at that pink. Oh, I love that pink. Love pink. Pink's my favorite color. Love it. This is Spearmint, Spearmint, I don't know if I care. I had another blend in the mint sampler that was Spearmint heavy, and I didn't care for it, but this has bakery in it, so I'm hoping that the bakery complements that Spearmint so I can enjoy it a little bit more. So I'll let you know how that one turns out. Handful more here. We have Han Shot First. It's true. Cider Lane, Fresh Baked Bread, and Leaves. This was from her Leaves sampler. And I grabbed this because he's been loved a little bit. A little smudgy. I don't know why. Maybe this is a little softer, it feels like, in here. I'm smelling... Jen's Cider Lane is different than other vendors' Cider Lanes. It doesn't have that punch of caramel that I love. Her Cider Lane isn't my favorite, but I'm going to give this a try because it does have the leaves in there, which I love, and baked bread, which I love. So he's worth a shot. Han might be a winner, so we'll see. Okay, Raspberry Whip. I know this is an oil that Jen said that they make just for her. So this is a nice raspberry scent. It seems like a very sweet raspberry, which is really good to me. I'm going to chop him up and melt him. Like I said, I've only used one of these things, so this is all brand new to me. English Oak and Hazelnut. This is white, so I grabbed him. This is oak heavy, nice and woodsy. Love it. Next is the Dolly Made Me Do It, and I honestly don't remember the scent notes on this one. It's a bakery. It's definitely got bakery. It's definitely got bakery in it. I can definitely smell the bakery. Finally, I'll look up the notes for that one too. Finally, we have Pyramid Head. And this is toasty warm bonfire, hay bales, and pine trees. And this is a unique combination. But the hay, I love the smell of hay. Hay is so good. That sweet, grassy scent. I love it. This, it's a complex one. I don't necessarily smell pine. It might come out when it's warmed up. I'm anxious to see that one. And I don't know if I'm going to melt these this week, but I did have to give a shout out because this is a local to me in Utah, a wax and candle company. This is called Beanie Mounts from Ashman Candle Company. And this is hand poured in Linden, Utah, which is not that far from me. It's probably a half an hour away from me. And I was in my pharmacy over the week to get some medicines for my husband after his surgery. And I saw Waxinera and I was like, what is this? And I know the pharmacy manager there, and he carries a lot of small businesses items in his pharmacy. And I purchased 2 of these. This one is green, so it doesn't match the theme this week. But I had to give a shout out to this because I checked out their website, ashmancandle.com, I think it is. And they have a lot of cool scents on there. And this says it gets 110 hours of fragrance from this whole entire package, which is a lot. I just wanted to give these a shout out. My very first time buying these, very first time experiencing these, I will say that too. This is Thai Lily. And yes, it's floral because it's lily, but it's got a lot of other good stuff happening in it that I'm curious to look on their website to see exactly what the notes are in here. I might melt this week. I probably won't because I do want to get a lot of my vendor wax melted. And this second one is Tropical Lime. And I bought this because it's got ginger in it. And oh, it's so good. It's lemongrass and ginger and lime and just those... Oh, it reminds me of cooking Asian foods or Thai foods, and even Indian uses ginger and not so much lemongrass in Indian cooking, but the lime and the ginger, absolutely. So good. So that's my video for this week, guys, and I hope you enjoyed it. And if you're having fun doing the wax challenge, I am too. I really enjoy all the time that Drew took into making these themes and watching you guys' videos of what you're melting, you know, if you can stick to the challenge. I know a lot of us like to melt what we want when we want, but I've been sticking to the challenge and melting maybe 90%. I think I've been doing pretty good. And I'm just so happy that I chose to do this challenge because it's taught me a lot about using what I have and not hoarding. And I can tell a lot of you guys feel that way too. So, okay, I will talk to you soon and have a good weekend. Happy Valentine's Day.